let's talk about money. We all want to be paid what we're worth, but what are we worth to this future employer? So your skill sets could be worth $30,000 a year in this setting, $50,000 a year in that setting, $70,000 a year in, and on and on and on. So don't assume that the skill sets you have are in just one price bracket. It has a lot to do with the size of the company, the demand of the job, a whole lot more. You have your bare bone idea. This is what I need to make ends meet. When you're out there looking for work, multiply that by 1.3, and that would probably be the minimum you would want to take in your future job. Anything less than that, how are you going to live? Or you will live, but there's going to be things that have to go. And then figure out a top number. And that will really come in handy later when you get the job offer. So you know what your walk-away number is going to be, and you know what your, oh my gosh, this is awesome number is going to be. First, phone interview. Well, what are your salary expectations? And your job is to artfully dodge that question. And one way to artfully dodge that question is to say, well, if you don't mind, I'd like to delay answering that question until we see if we're a good match for each other. And then if we are, I'm sure the money will work itself out. Try not to answer that question. If they say, this position pays $45,000 a year, is that acceptable to you? Under no circumstances should you say yes, because now you've just locked yourself into a price. And you don't want to be a commodity. You want to be an asset to their organization where you build value, and because you're going to do more for them, they're going to be willing to pay more. Now, there are people who are absolutely insistent that you give your salary history. And there are ways around that. But if you go through the front door, through human resources, that's really difficult to not fill in that little box. So I do have some strategies later on to talk about how to just bypass that altogether. Sometimes it is okay to give a range, but it has to be a well-researched range, not just by going to salary.com, but actually interviewing potential employers and getting numbers of what the compensation package would be for someone in this package. Then when you do get the job offer, you have firsthand information to say, well, for my research, you should be paying me this. If you just make something up, it's going to be tougher to negotiate when you get offered a job.